Ever had a chat with an AI and felt like it almost got it, but just missed the mark? Like it remembered the details but forgot the bigger picture, or got confused when you changed your mind? Well, scientists are working hard to fix that. Today, we're breaking down how researchers are finally figuring out how to test if AI can truly remember and understand conversations, like a human would. Let's start with the basics. Most AI systems are great at answering questions or solving puzzles, but they've always struggled with something we take for granted: memory. Imagine having a conversation where the AI forgets what you said 5 minutes ago. It's awkward, right? That's why a team of researchers from UC San Diego created a new tool called MemoryAgentBench, a fancy way of saying, let's finally test how well AI can hold a conversation. So what exactly are they testing? The study focuses on 4 key skills that AI needs to truly remember. 1. Accurate retrieval. Like a librarian, the AI has to find the exact info you need, even if it's buried in a long chat. 2. Test time learning. The ability to learn on the fly, like a student picking up new rules during a test. 3. Long-range understanding. Processing massive amounts of text. Think thousands of pages to answer questions that require a big-picture view. 4. Conflict resolution. Fixing mistakes when new info contradicts old data, like updating your calendar when a meeting is rescheduled. But here's the catch. Most AI tests don't focus on these skills. They're built for short conversations or static data, not the messy, ever-changing reality of real chats. That's where MemoryAgentBench steps in. The researchers took existing datasets and reworked them, plus built 2 new ones: EventQA to test retrieval and FactConsolidation to test conflict resolution. Let's break down one of these tests. EventQA is like a super long quiz. Imagine reading a 400-page novel and then being asked, what was the main character's secret, with the answer hidden in the text. The AI has to find it, no hints, no shortcuts. It's not just about knowing facts, it's about precision. Then there's FactConsolidation, which throws conflicting info at the AI. For example, if you tell it, I used to live in Paris but now I'm in Tokyo, and then ask, where did you grow up? The AI shouldn't repeat the old answer. It has to update its memory. Simple, right? But it's a huge challenge for AI. Now, how do these tests work under the hood? Let's dive into the technical side. When AI like Cognee processes a question, it uses a tool called Cognee Search to dig through its memory graph. Think of it as a digital brain that stores knowledge. But here's the twist. This memory isn't just one big block of text. It's broken into smaller pieces called chunks. The size of these chunks, that's the secret sauce. Imagine you're reading a book. If you split it into tiny chapters, like 512 words, you can scan them quickly but might miss the bigger picture. If you use longer chapters, like 4096 words, you get more context, but it takes more time and resources to process. In this study, researchers tested different chunk sizes depending on the task. For example, smaller chunks, 512, worked best for fast, precise tasks like synthetic tests. Larger chunks, 4096, were used for continuous text, like stories or long documents where context is key. But here's the catch. Some memory methods, like Mem0 or Cognee itself, are super time-intensive. To balance speed and accuracy, they stuck with bigger chunks across the board. Why does this matter? It's all about trade-offs. Smaller chunks are faster but might miss nuances, while larger chunks are more accurate but demand more power. By tailoring chunk sizes to each task, the system becomes smarter about where to focus its mental energy. And the results? Some models, like NV-Embed v2, crushed tasks with larger chunks, while others, like MEM-GPT, struggled as context grew. The standout? GPT-4o, which dominated almost every test, even with 51K tokens. But even it had limits, taking 17 seconds to process. So next time you chat with an AI, remember, it's not just spitting out answers. It's carefully choosing how to split and search its knowledge, like a librarian with a superpower to find the perfect book in a flash. Want to see how these tests shape the future of AI? Stay tuned.